Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talk. So here we have a couple of useless entities, Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. They are what Hollywood call a power couple. I think they put these people together because they're not much use on their own at their respective jobs. So they lump them together, call them a power couple, and then use them as propaganda agents or influencers to the extremely stupid and gullible. I mean, how low down the brain totem pole do you need to be influenced by these pair of entities, whatever they are? It transpires that one of them, Megan Fox, said in an interview for Glamour magazine that they both drink each other's blood and said it was for ritual purposes only. Now, this isn't the first time that blood has been used in Hollywood entertainment propaganda. We saw recently Little Nas with his satanic trainers, which had a drop of blood in the soles of the shoes, I believe. So they said, so they want you to believe. Then we had Tony Hawk's, who had a drop of his own blood added to the paint for a limited amount of skateboards. Again, so they said. And now we have this guff. Here's the clip.
I guess drank each other's blood might mislead people, or like people are imagining us with like goblets and we're like Game of Thrones drinking each other's blood. It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul, let me bleed on you. That happens? It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
Ooh, they're so edgy, so mysterious, so out there, crazy. They're so dark. Ooh, badass. This isn't edgy. You want to see edgy? Come round to my place and I'll eat some cold beans straight out of the tin right in front of you and I won't bat an eyelid. Now that's badass. These people are lightweights. There is a good chance they are talking guff as well. They are actors, remember, and this is all about normalising the imbibing of blood or the use of blood in a product. I mean, this wasn't said by accident. This was very deliberate, and the fake stream media reporting on it instantaneously afterwards across loads of platforms is also syndicated and orchestrated, okay? It's an attempt to normalise it for many reasons. I'll get onto that in a moment, but the front cover of this magazine has this entity known as Megan Fox on it, and check out the pose. Is that not the hidden hand Masonic pose? More symbolism? You know, we've seen people throughout history in paintings, in photographs. There are celebrities, royalty, all sorts we've seen with this hidden hand pose. You know, along with the peekaboo one eye pose, it's one of their most popular secret signs. It's not very secret anymore though, is it? What does the hidden hand mean? Well, it's said to be used by Freemasons and possibly other societies. They consider themselves the hidden hand of the world. It's supposed to symbolise themselves as directing, manipulating and controlling people, the masses. Those who are not part of the peekaboo club, controlling the masses without them noticing. So it's supposed to mean secretly manipulating and influencing people. And maybe also a sign to their fellow club members saying, hello, it's me, or whatever they do. We also see numbers like 33, for example, in news stories a lot of times. I wonder if these numbers are used many times to signify to those in the know that the stories associated are completely false. Maybe. So again, this story that we are being told here could be complete nonsense, but maybe not. Maybe they are practicing satanic rituals on one another and they are trying to normalize it, trying to make it seem like a cool thing to do, which goes in line with the inversion of society, which seems to be happening a lot. Everything being turned upside down, the reverse of values. This would be considered an abomination against God, which is what a Satanist would do, as they are against God, Jesus. They are for the Antichrist. So even if this is all make-believe on their part, it doesn't really matter, because it's the concept, it's the idea of doing this that is being pushed onto the public by these corrupt agents of propaganda. So whether or not it's true specifically for these individuals is irrelevant. What is true is that the media and the establishment want this concept and idea floated into the public domain in order to normalize it. So it's probably many things with this. These clowns and handlers are attempting to do. And as I said, along with those other stories, the Little Nas trainers and a Tony Hawk skateboard, it's about promoting the idea of blood in a product as well. As we can see in last year's Newsweek, Young Blood Silicon Valley is out to hack the process of aging. That was all about how these firms from Silicon Valley, biotech firms, were investing billions into experiments and testing because they believe that the imbibing of young blood can make people age slower. So they are looking at adding it to moisturizers and other stuff, I would guess. But, they spent billions on it, and they are trying to break that taboo in people's minds, which is where the celebrities come in, trying to normalize it with their propaganda. And all of these billions spent by these firms for products with blood in them. And for what? To massage people's egos, to appeal to their vanity, to try and go against the natural order of things. All you have to do is look at these aging Hollywood entities and their trout pouts and their skin face pulled back looking like freaks. Should be a lesson to anyone to show you that you should grow old gracefully and appreciate the lines on your face and the character that you grow into. So there you go, more nonsense from Hollywood, pretty desperate propaganda. Again, the age of celebrity is over. They have had their time. Their influence doesn't work like it used to. Only the very, very gullible will be influenced by the likes of these entities, and they are in the minority. They are now seen by the many as subjects of ridicule, a joke, and a glaring example of everything wrong in society. And that now has become their one useful contribution, which is to show everyone an example of what not to be, of what not to do, and what not to become. As always, thanks for listening. Comment, subscribe to the tribe at hugotalks.com, and I'll see you later.